Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Thursday, 2nd of April 26. And what am I enjoying now? I've just had a little bit of cold chicken and a buttered bread roll, except the butter had been put in the fridge, which made it rock hard. So I stuck it in the microwave only for about 20 seconds. And when I pulled it out, it just turned into like water, like gold coloured water. Still butter, and it will firm up, I'm sure it will. But I'll never get that. Yeah, I think you're only supposed to put it in for a couple of seconds, aren't you? I was going to do a minute, and I thought I'll just test it. It's about less, I don't know, 20 seconds, and I couldn't press the stop button in properly because it was too far back. Anyway, so I had that. Was it nice? Not particularly. Is this nice? This is my jam shed. Yes, it is very, very nice. So I'm having a little glass here, and I'm having it in this. This glass used to belong to Edna, I suppose still does, who was a former occupant of this house. So she was in it since it was built. Sadly no longer with us. But yeah, it's just a nice little size glass for a bit of wine or a bit of beer or a bit of anything really. Anyway, so today's register. And the register is my new thing because this badge, I don't know if you can focus in or not. It says on it, I can't remember what it says on it. It says on it, alcohol dependent brackets unregistered. And of course this was a gift to me from a friend. And it dates back at the reference to when a paramedic was here after he'd fallen on the floor or something. And she was looking at all the bottles of booze jam shed around. She says, "Are you a registered alcoholic?" I says, "I didn't know there was such a thing." As it turns out, there isn't. But I said to her, I says, "If there is, I want to be on that register." Anyway, alcohol dependent, that's what you're called if you're an alkie. Well, if you like more than one drink a year or whatever the government tell you that you need. And wasn't the government having drinks parties in COVID and that? So they tell you not to drink and stuff, and yet, and who paid for that? Drinks party. We did. Anyway, so yeah, back to that. So we've got doing a register. So ka-ching, if you're in, we've got new friend MGG Studios Official, who's sent me a couple of nice messages on YouTube. Thank you very much, MGG. And of course, my friends Clockwood, who not heard much of recently, but he emailed this morning, and his lovely wife Judia. He's a cockney, is Clockwood, as you probably remember if you remember him. Used to write songs for me to do, and thankfully he stopped doing that. No, actually, sent me another one. I'll find a tune to go to it. Yeah, so they're on the register, and my hoist pilots today that lifted me out of bed and into my chair were Kath and TK. So hello and thank you to them. And hopefully before long, not sure how it's going to go, because whoever's going to be providing the care after the hoisting and stuff, after the council stop doing it, like with hospital funding, is going to cost me much more money than I've got. So I can't have it. Can't have the luxury of being hoisted in and out of bed. So I'll have to do it myself. But the wheelchair bloke did come yesterday, and he's going to raise the seat of my wheelchair, so it's going to make it easier to get into from the bed and off again, of course. And he's getting me a new cushion, which would be better for sitting all day in. And he mended the brake. The left-hand brake wasn't working. Well, it was, but not very well. Anyway, sorted that. And he says, do you mind if I record? Because he says, what's wrong? So I told him, and he said, oh, there's too much information. So I put a dictaphone on. He says, do you mind if I record it? I said, whatever. So anyway, so he's gone away. He's going to send a technician someday or other to alter the height and new cushion, and that's about it. New cushion, height. I only mended the lever, yeah, that was good. So that's it. That was today's register done. And the song I'm going to do is Elvis Presley, Blue Moon of Kentucky. And I'm just going to wind myself back a little bit so you can see me in my glory. Actually, turn that down a little bit and wind myself back. There we are. Here we go. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and proved untrue. Yeah, well, blue moon of Kentucky, you keep on shining. Shine on for the one that's gone and left me blue. It was on a moonlit night, the stars were shining bright, and they whispered from on high, your love has said goodbye, blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and said goodbye. Ba-do-do-do-do-do, ba-do-do-do, ba-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue. Yeah, it goes. It was on a moonlit night, and the stars were shining bright, and they whispered from on high, hey, your love has said goodbye, blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining, yeah, yeah. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue. Oh yeah. Got the harmonics mixed up at the end, but we got through it, didn't we? So what have we got on this afternoon? Apart from me hat, I'm going to upload this to YouTube and TikTok. Words and music, as always, in the description below the video. YouTube channel, which is Wheelchair Ukulele with Lollipop Man, and the TikTok channel, which is Use a Lollipop Man, which is one word. And cheers. Thirsty work. I'll be doing that. I'm watching a bit of YouTubey thing. Been watching this bloke called Paul Richards lately, Mile House Studios. He's a guitar builder, but he's really entertaining. So guitars have got some relevance with ukuleles, especially electric ukuleles. Not the one that I was just playing there, but the electric ones have got similar sort of tuning mechanisms and that to certain guitars. But it's really entertaining. He swears a lot, and I think he's really good, really funny. So I watched that like blindly, and I can't remember what I'm watching on Netflix. I keep flicking through and getting bored, and I just want to. Oh, I know. I'm watching one called Everwood, and it's about this doctor and his wife dies, and he wants to start a new life, so he moves to this place which I think is called Everwood. Excuse me, in Orlando. So they've got I think they might have got this wrong, but they've got the Rockies behind him, and when he gets there, it's all snowing and quite Christmassy looking, I suppose, really. But there's another doctor in the village, and the other doctor was the only doctor. But then the new doctor says, I'm not going to charge anybody, so everybody swapped to him. And now they've swapped back, I think. But it's a little bit of a soap opera, really. So, yeah, I've been watching that of an evening before my final carers come, which I get collected in the morning, get visited in the morning. It's about 8:30ish. Get a bed bath, who were misses, a piece of toast and some coffee. That's optional. And then they check me pad, which is basically an adult nappy, which I have to wear because I can't get to the normal toilet. It's not being incontinent, it's the fact I can't get to the normal toilet to do normal toilet stuff yet, but within the next week I will be able to, especially now I've got the brake on my chair fixed. Might even be this weekend. Anyway, so they come breakfast time, and what we're going to try and get them to do is, when they come at breakfast time, get me out of bed and put me in the chair. At the minute, they leave me in bed and then come at lunchtime and put me in my chair. So I'm going to get rid of the lunchtime one and keep the tea time one, because I think to start with, that'll be enough time sitting on my bum all day after months of not being used to it, which is after years of being used to it. And then I'll cancel the nighttime one, which is a bit of a waste of time anyway. So, but I can't afford to pay them not the council don't want it, it's the private people. They want loads of money, I can't afford any of that. So I might have to become just self-sufficient, do everything myself, and just see what happens. I'll survive. I will survive. I'll have to do that song sometime. Yeah, so, anything else to tell you? No, not really. Not really. Sorted. Yeah, so I think that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, this is my new thing. Please like, share and register so you can be on the register tomorrow or any day. All you got to do is put in the comments, I'd like to register, and who you are, and then you'll get a shout out before the next video. And make it entertaining. Give yourself I don't know, some kind of crazy name or something, but you know who you are. And maybe other people might know who you are, but you'll get mentioned anyway. and the more the merrier. I can spend 5 minutes doing a register. Be a bit boring, I suppose. But today, who's registered? MGG Studios, I'll put him on, but he has actually left messages, not to be registered, but just messages, YouTube. And Mr. Clockwood and the lovely Jude here, because he contacted this morning, so I thought I'd stick him on. And then, of course, my hoist pilots, the people that operate the hoist, they got in a right mess yesterday after evening. Got the sling inside out, and they're putting the seatbelt of the chair onto the sling, and it was mainly my fault because you can raise the arms on this one. My old wheelchair didn't have any, well, it did have sides, but I took them off. This one's got a sides, but they lift upwards. And I said, this make it easier for you, I'll lift the sides upwards. But it didn't because everything got mixed up. Got there in the end, but it was my fault, really. Well, not really, completely. Anyway, we lived. So thanks for watching, and don't forget, please like, share and register. Be on me little show. Don't know what song I'm going to do tomorrow, but we're on nearly 17 minutes. So thanks for watching. I love you and take care. See you later.